The dawn broke over the vast ocean, casting a golden shimmer across the waves, but peace was a fragile illusion on this day of reckoning, for the enemy skies roared with engines and steel birds swooped down in formation, seeking to rain destruction upon the last proud battleship of the feline navy. Clad in sharp uniforms, their medals gleaming faintly in the sunlight, the cats stood firm upon the deck, whiskers twitching, tails flicking, eyes burning with defiance as sirens blared across the vessel. At the heart of them all stood Admiral Whiskerton, a grizzled leader with scars from battles long past, his steady paw pointing toward the heavens as his voice cut through the thunder of war. "Stand ready, my warriors, for today the seas test our courage." With a roar of command, the gunners sprang to life, their paws gripping the massive machine guns as fire and fury erupted across the sky. Tracer rounds stitched golden arcs into the clouds, ripping through the incoming planes, explosions blooming in the distance as metal and smoke spiraled into the sea. Yet for every enemy that fell, two more dived low, unleashing bombs that shook the steel decks beneath their paws, but not a single cat faltered. Even Ensign Pawsworth, the youngest among them, held fast at his station, his voice carrying over the din as he warned of a westward flank. The Admiral turned, eyes flashing, and bellowed, "Then let them come, and let them learn the wrath of the Claw fleet." As one, the cats pivoted their guns, unleashing a wall of fire so fierce that the very air trembled with their defiance. Planes screamed downward, wings sheared apart, and one by one they plunged into the ocean, leaving plumes of black smoke rising into the dawn. Just when it seemed the tide had turned, a shadow darker than any cloud spread over the ship, the colossal form of an enemy bomber, engines roaring like a beast of doom, its payload ready to erase the feline fleet in one devastating strike. For a heartbeat, silence held the crew, then Admiral Whiskerton raised his paw high, his voice thundering, "All pause, unleash everything you have, for honor, for freedom, for the seas that raised us." The command ignited their spirits, every gun flared at once, a symphony of fire and steel tearing into the bomber's armor until the sky itself seemed aflame. The great beast of the air shuddered, groaned, and finally erupted in a cataclysm of fire, breaking apart and plummeting into the waves below, where it vanished beneath the foam. Smoke drifted across the sea, the acrid scent of battle mingling with the salt of the ocean air, and the battlefield grew still save for the purr of engines and the quiet panting of exhausted yet victorious soldiers. Admiral Whiskerton, his uniform torn but his spirit unbowed, gazed toward the horizon, where the sun now rose fully, spilling light over the calm waters, and with a voice roughened by both pride and fatigue, he declared, "The seas are ours, as long as we have claws to defend them." A cheer rose from the crew, filling the air with a sound as powerful as any gunfire, and the battleship sailed forward, scarred but unbroken, a monument to feline courage and the day the cats ruled the waves.